here at Yarn Dock, and I have an unbagging. You can't tell from this side of the bag, but this is from Yarnmania .com. The other side has my address and all the other stuff on it. So this is a Danish company. We have a lot of Danish companies that sell and distribute yarn. Interesting. Maybe there's something to that. Danes conquering the yarn market. I have been on an adventure with this yarn. I have seen it advertised many times. I have been following their website. I was planning to order just into the new year a bunch of drops from Yarnmania because it is the cheapest place on the internet in Europe I have found for drops yarn. Significantly cheaper than other places, even at regular pricing. For example, a month and a half ago, Garnius, it's like genius, but the German word for yarn, Garnius.de had a drop sale, and it looked like a really good sale, and I was sort of ready to jump. And then I looked at the regular price on Yarnmania, and it was cheaper still. So that was why it was on my radar. And I think I put this in I do these shorts twice a week of all the various yarn sales that I'm aware of at that time. And they had sent me a code that wasn't just, like, it wasn't a personalized code, because those I don't put up, but when it's just sort of a code for that anybody is going to have the same code, for 50% off, I jumped. I went, okay, that's a good one. So I jumped at the 50% off and ordered a bunch. I think I ordered at least something in almost every type of dew alpaca that they had on the site. Because it had to be regular priced items, and their drops is always on sale. So I was looking for something that wasn't, something that I probably wouldn't purchase regularly except for a deal like this. And I was pretty excited. To be honest with you, I was very excited. And then I realized it's been a day and I have no confirmation email. And, when it went through, there was no confirmation number, or there was absolutely nothing personalized about that screen. So I checked all my email addresses in case it didn't go to dockyarn@gmail.com. If you want to email me, that's my email. It's in the about me whatever thing on YouTube. So I checked all my personal emails in case, something else was linked to PayPal or whatever, or if I couldn't remember how to use PayPal, how to use Apple Pay. There's so many ways to pay for things now, and nothing. I checked all of my spam, all of my junk, nothing. And I was like, oh dear. Did I just do this? Did I just get scammed? And I heard nothing, and I'm like, well, I don't see any charge. I haven't been charged. And I just went through a situation like this, trying to buy hockey jerseys. And it was just a fake website, and they never We never were charged. It just, I don't know. I don't know what that was about. But I'm thinking, what is with this? What is the point of these things? And then 2 days later, my husband comes in and said, "Oh, you bought yarn." And I said, "Well, regularly." What? Be more specific, please. He's like, "Yarnmania?" I'm like, "Yes." He's like, "Yeah, they've charged the credit card." And now I'm like, "Oh no. Oh no." So I told him my concerns. Usually we talk about a lot of stuff, but like the intricate business of the buying of the yarn, not so much. And I was just like, oh. So he's German. He's very, well, I will research this. And he did. And he's like, it seems to be a legitimate company, but the delivery can be slow. There can be problems with it, but it seems that people eventually get their yarn. And like, have you tried emailing them? You would think, no, I hadn't. No, I hadn't. So I did. I sent them an email. And I was a little bit comforted by what he found, though that is not what it says on their website under delivery. It says things will be shipped within 48 hours, and if you're in Europe, will arrive within 3 to 5 days. No. 5 days had passed. I hadn't heard anything. I emailed them. I heard nothing. But about a day later, I got a notification from the shipping company that a shipment had been sent, not to my address, but to a pickup location in the same town in which I live, which is frustrating. Yeah, which is frustrating because I didn't order it to a pickup location. I ordered it to my home. But fine. Okay, so something has been shipped, something is coming, something is eventually here. But it's 2 weeks after I ordered it. I'm leaving for Canada, and I get that shipping notification basically the night before. And it says, if you don't pick up, it will be sent back. No, I can't do that. No. Don't do that. And it's the weekend, and that it's Europe. Things are often closed in small towns in Europe on the weekends. So I couldn't even contact, it's a store that has parcels and that in it, right? So it's not just a courier store. Couldn't contact them and say, hey, I won't be here. Like, I actually cannot pick it up, but I want it and will. And so the whole time I'm in Canada, I'm getting updates. And then it was in the store, and if I didn't pick it up by this date, it was getting sent back. And this clock is just ticking down. And it's not days that the shop is opened, it was calendar days. If it had been days the shop was open, I would have been fine. But the last day I had to pick it up is the day that we arrived from our overnight flight back to Germany. And then we had to drive from Munich to where we live, which took us in the pouring rain with the 3 little angels, who actually were very good for what turned out to be 30 or 40 hour day. And basically, I had to drive directly to this parcel shop and pick up my package. And I kind of went in like, I haven't slept for 48 hours. And I don't know if he thought I was on drugs or what, but he was kind of like he wasn't even using words. He was just like signing for me to sign. Like, And it was really actually after 10 days in Canada, trying to speak German was like, I know that I do know this language that he's speaking, and the words are back here somewhere. Anyway, long story short, I got there an hour before close, got my package, have my yarn, but I kind of feel like I've been on this sort of epic quest with this yarn to begin with. So just a warning. And before I've even opened it, would I order from Yarnmania again? Maybe. Because, like I said, the price of their drops yarn cannot be beat. Like, cannot be beat. Oh, hello, kitty cat. Did you just see the door open? My kitty. Hey, baby. This is the oldest of our cats. This is Aragorn. Hi, baby. Hi. During the summer, they're mostly outside, so this is a rare visit. Hiya. I'm gonna play with yarn. Yeah. Oh, you're hungry. I'm gonna go feed the cat. I'll be right back. Okay, cat is fed. I've started to open the package. Yeah, so even after all that, I would still consider doing it all over again. Though I'm going to give myself lots of time to be able to go down to the package store. So as I said, everything I ordered was this, I think it's called Du Alpaca. Though this says Du Store Alpaca. Du Stoff? No, Du Stoff. Which would translate as U Fiber Alpaca. Or U Fabric Alpaca. Anyway. Doesn't matter. So this is a line called Stärk. Stärk. And this is 40% finest alpaca, 40% merino wool, 20% nylon. Okay, it says that any purchase of Du Store alpaca results in a donation to Mirasol Project in Peru. I don't know what that is. I do not know what it is. I assume it's a good thing. I will look that up. I will look that up. Hey, Airy. Don't play with the yarn. Actually, my cats are very good. How are your cats with yarn? Mine are very good. I mean, it makes sense that it's some kind of charity in Peru because Peru is very famous for its alpaca, and these yarns are made in Peru. So this is color 904. What do we have here? Recommends a 4mm knitting needle. It's 50 grams for 137 meters. Hand wash. Lie it flat to dry. Though when you move further down into the ball, it says washing, and then it says use the wool program on your washing machine, which mine has. Maybe yours does too. Wash inside out. Hi, baby. Wash separately. Use detergent for silk. So wool wash. Silk wool. Do not use fabric softener. You're making it very difficult to read the ball. Yes, you are. Cats. He has no interest in the wool. No, you don't. But you do have interest in the mummy. Oh, kisses. Oh, you're really needing attention. You are really needing some attention if I'm getting kisses. Okay, so I have this blue. I have a few balls of it. Big kids, if you are watching this video, I appreciate the support. Turn it off. Okay? Turn it off. I have a bag full of Christmas presents. Bag full of Christmas presents. So, I think... Yeah. So, I think I have 3 balls of this Sterk. I intend to make a very nice winter scarf for the oldest daughter. Oh. Cat. Get down. Yeah. So, that is my plan for that. And I might put it together with this. So, Sterk meet Fairy Tale. I thought that could be very nice. This is 100% finest alpaca. You are making it very difficult to do this. Okay, the cat is out. The door is closed. I have cat fur all over my face. He's the only cat that is really like that. We have 4. We have 4. Don't ask me how that happened. I don't even know. I was there and I don't even know how that happened. But, yeah. So, Fairy Tale that I'm thinking of holding together with the Sterk to make a scarf for the oldest daughter, who is 23. This is 100% finest alpaca. It's brushed alpaca. Recommending 4.5 millimeter knitting needles, 50 grams for 175 meters. Same washing instructions as the other. And if you are somebody who likes to say, hold a strand of mohair with a wool, for example, or likes to knit these 2 things together, but find the texture of mohair just a little bit coarse and a little bit rough, brushed alpaca is a good way to go. One, alpaca tends to be hypoallergenic. So if somebody can't handle wool or the feel of wool on their skin or reacts to it, they're less likely to react to alpaca. Now, I have heard that some people have an alpaca allergy, but I can put this on my skin, no problem, and I have very sensitive skin. I have lots of allergies. I react to breathing, it feels like some days. But I can handle alpaca and alpaca silk. So I think this is a very good alternative if the mohair just doesn't work for you. There is no scratch to this whatsoever. It is not the softest, neither of these is the softest alpaca I have ever felt. This, I think, has merino in it too. It's also not the softest merino I have ever felt. Though, to be fair, to get that color, you've got a lot of dye in there. So once it is blocked, I would recommend blocking with the wool content in there. That might soften up a little bit too, especially once it's bloomed. So that is what I am thinking of with that when I bought that. What do I have next here? Oh, yes. Okay. Now, this is also going to be a Christmas gift, though for whom is still a little bit up in the air. I don't know if eldest daughter's special friend. Once you're over 20, like using the term boyfriend just seems a little. He's not a boy. He's a man. Man friend. They've been together like 7 years or something. I don't know if he's going to be here for Christmas. But if he is, I would also make him a nice scarf, maybe even a scarf hat set, because I do have 4 balls of this alpaca tweed. And you can really see it's very tweedy. You know, some tweeds, it's very, very subtle, and others, you get a lot of tweed. This is a lot of tweed one. This is 50% alpaca, 30% merino wool, 20% dongle. And this is super soft. This is really, really a very nice yarn. 50 grams for 80 meters. So there is not a lot of meterage in this. So it probably, 4 balls is probably still just going to get me a scarf. I don't think I'll get a scarf and a hat out of it. That's probably why I got 4 balls, as I was actually reading the meterage, which is good for me. I would say that this is, it's a roving style. So it's a 1 ply, and it also goes from thick to thin. So I'm looking at it and I'm going, oh, it's a 4 weight. No, it's a 3 weight. Oh, that's a 2 weight. It's quite a variety on here, but I think it probably evens out to a 3 weight. You can feel that there's not a lot of meterage. Like, it's just squishy and very nice. The color here is 112. It is recommending 5 millimeter knitting needles. Same washing instructions as the other 2. So they are saying that you can use the wool program on your washing machine. I would probably, if I was going to do it, also put it in one of these like garment bags, these mesh bags, to cut down on some of the friction that comes just from the washing machine in general. And yeah, so that's that one. It's so long ago now that I've ordered it. I'm like, what did I order? Okay. This is alpaca wool. And a very dark blue color. I don't know if it's showing up as blue on camera, but it is just like a very, very beautiful saturated navy blue. This is 60% finest alpaca with 40% pure new wool. 50 grams for 166 meters. It is soft. It is squishy. It's nice. It's nice, and I think it will be even nicer when it is blocked and bloomed. Color is 525. Washing instructions are the same throughout. So I did get 3 balls of this, and again, it's going to be a Christmas scarf gift. And I hadn't decided whether this blue would work for the elder daughter or this one. So I gave myself some options. If it doesn't, if I use one for her, I will use the other one for somebody else. Okay. This one I couldn't not buy. You know how I am influenced, I guess, by the name of things. I had to buy a yarn named Puss. Puss. That's almost as good as that pink yarn I brought from Temu called Meat Powder. Now I've got... Maybe I can put my pus with my meat powder and really... Oh, jeepers. It must mean something, but I don't know what. I don't know. It even has its own hashtag. Hashtag DSA Pus, which DSA is Douchstoff Alpaca. But, yeah, Pus. Shock of all shocks. It's alpaca. It's 70% baby alpaca, 17% acrylic, 13% polyamide. I would say this is a good alternative to holding two strands together. If you like that look where you hold a wool with a strand of mohair, for example, this gives you that look, but in one yarn. So you can see there the strand. It is chainette style. And it is chainette. It is not a blown yarn. Despite all the fuzzies are coming from the alpaca. But the chainette is the way in which it's woven together, which is great if you have problems with splitting in that. Chainette should not give you splitting problems. And the difference between chainette and blown is a blown yarn is sort of a chain tube that the fibers get blown into, whereas chainette is the fibers themselves are worked into the chain. So, a little bit of trivia. And I'm pretty sure this is chainette and not blown. Though that polyamide gives me cause to... No, this is chainette. They are recommending size 9 knitting needles. It is 50 grams for 100 meters. Sorry, my washing instructions switched to a language that I don't speak. So, but I do believe they are the same. So I bought them thinking I could do this. Sort of my own little fade. The top color is orangier than I was expecting. No fault of anybody's, actually. It's just what computer screens can do. So I don't know. You think I could still use the three of them together like that? Or like that? Tell me what you think. I'm interested because I am not sure. Now I am not sure. But that's my pus yarn. Set you there. Okay, I think I have one more. One final one. And this is cotton alpaca. And I can tell you I'm going to like this one already. This reminds me of the cloud ball that I got on Temu. And before you cringe, that is one of my favorite yarns of all times. It is, I mean, I know it's Temu, and I've had some real lousy yarns from Temu, but that one is a winner. And this is very similar. So this is cotton alpaca, 36% combed cotton, 22% baby alpaca, 2% merino wool. They're recommending 4.5 knitting needles. I will use a larger crochet hook than that. I think I was using 5.5 with the cloud ball, and this is a similar weight. Like that's a 4 weight, if not a 5 weight, because it does have quite a bit of halo on it. Well, sorry, dropping pus on the floor. There we go. 50 grams for 95 meters. Now, I believe I have bought a sweater's quantity of this yarn. Obviously, not a sweater for me. But if you have been watching my videos for a long time, first of all, thank you. That does help me more than you know. It allows me to keep doing this. Same washing instructions as all of the others. Okay, totally the same. But one night my son came in while I was making a video, and he said, "Please, Mommy, make me a blue sweater." Oh, of course, baby, I'll make you a blue sweater. You want a blue sweater? I'll make you a blue sweater. And the next morning, it's 5 o'clock in the morning, I wake up to 2 little eyeballs right in my eyeballs. "Mommy, where's my blue sweater?" I'm like, darling, it takes a little more than like going to bed to get a homemade blue sweater. So I promised him, when we came to a meeting of the minds, once I got over my shock at awaking to eyeballs, that I would make him a blue sweater for Christmas. So I ordered this thinking, yeah, who orders alpaca to make their son a sweater, their 4-year-old? But I did. It was a good price at 50% off. It was a good price. So why not use a really nice fiber for him, and then I can hand it down to the greats, which are my great nephew / great nieces. Because by the time he grows out of it, it'll still be in good condition. So why not use, when it's gonna be the same price as, you know, an acrylic, a soft acrylic, a nice acrylic for that. Why not use cotton alpaca merino? And I can put it in the washing machine, it says. I will test that out. I'll test it out and let you know. But yeah, that's what I bought this one for. His blue sweater. And I bought 6 balls of it. And it is all, like the bag says, I guess 10 balls come in a bag. I didn't know that. Like, it doesn't let you know that anywhere. So I guess they took 4 balls out of the bag, but that ensured that they all have the same lot number. That's a good thing. This is color 207. It is much, much more variegated than I was expecting. I was expecting kind of like that jeans denim-y sort of variegation on it, but there's just a lot more white in it than I was expecting, and I might not have picked it. for that project if I'd known how much white is in it. I gave up dressing my boys in white, I think, when the oldest one was 2. Just, there were just too many things that I could not get clean and out. So I'll have to think about whether this is really the right yarn for that particular project. And if I decide no, then I will have to figure out what I'll do with 6 balls of it. But it is nice yarn and I like it. So that is my Yarnmania Do Stuff Alpaca haul. It's a lot. I have a lot of work to do. And I think I've said, I think before October there will be one more yarn haul, depending on where this comes out in the order of things. I don't know if it'll come out in the middle of my Canadian yarn shopping or not, but there's one more thing that I have ordered, one more haul, and then I won't be doing any yarn shopping. Don't make those famous last words. Until October, because I am saving up for Volafest, which is coming to my area, and I'm going to Croatia, and I want to look for local Croatian yarns. I'm interested in that. So I'm saving up for those 2 things, so there shouldn't be too many more yarn hauls. I'll be turning my focus to reviews, to little, what I call whipping it up, which is sort of where I'm going and what my projects look like, what I have on the hook, what I finished, that kind of stuff. So that'll be a little bit of a shift coming up. If you're interested in that, please hit subscribe, hit the notifications so that you don't miss stuff. Yeah, that's what I would do. I would really appreciate a subscribe. I'm really trying to get some that number to go up a little bit. So if you could help me out and do that, I would really appreciate it. That is Yarnmania, the good, the bad, the ugly. The yarn is great. I'm pleased with the yarn, and despite the frustration, I will probably order from them again because of the pricing. I'm willing to put up with the headache, especially now I know that they're not a scam company. They're just a little bit uncommunicative, huh, I'll have to ponder that. But yes, I will probably order from them again in the future. If you can order from them, I don't know if they ship worldwide. I really don't. I'm sorry. I should have looked that up before I did this, but I was so eager to open this bag after everything that I went through to get it that I confess that I did not. And so I am uncertain of whether it is available globally or not. But certainly in Europe, Yarnmania is an option, and it is as inexpensive as I've found a lot of these yarns, particularly drops, even though I have no drops in this haul. But I thought it was my opportunity to experience sort of a full range of Do Stuff alpaca. And as you know, I love alpaca. It is probably my favorite fiber. So yeah, good. I've talked a lot. I'm sorry. Give me yarn and I will talk and I will talk and I will talk. And I'm glad you were here for it and stuck through. I hope to see you in my next one. Do let me know about pus, because I am not sure. I am not sure. So let me know what you think about that. Okay, I'm going to stop. The cat wants to play, so I should give him some attention. And I should clean my office because it's full of yarn. Anyway, until next time, bye y'all.